What are signs someone is a horrible person deep down? They are proud of their trashy behaviors. Everywhere is their personal trash can. Choosing beggar. Attention seeker. Thinks that everyone owes them everything. Is only kind to others, when cameras are present. Treats service employees as second-class people. Turns people against other people. Everything is about something polarizing to them. How they treat animals. Dogs, cats, wildlife. I have been in the car with people who actively try to hit any animal they see crossing the street. That kind of shit. When they love making other people look bad, constantly calling people out. Putting others down. Disrespecting hospitality workers. If they ban water breaks for workers in extreme heat like this, they blame everyone but themselves. Do mental somersaults to avoid acknowledging a mistake. Every interaction with them feels passive-aggressive to the point that you wonder if they're just not capable of anything genuine. I look into the mirror and suddenly remember all the fucked up things I need to do merely to make it through the day. They're stubborn and selfish. They never compromise on anything. Everything is about them. Obviously, there's a good way to be stubborn. But, I'm talking about the selfish kind of stubborn. That person disagrees with my absolutely correct and infallible understanding of human behavior and the universe. When they go along with an idea, when the idea is factually and provably incorrect, just because it's easier and they don't care who it hurts. Parental tampering. Any parent that would leverage a child against the other parent, or use visitation as a punishment reward system is nigh unforgivable. If they don't treat all animals with respect. Like, sure, you can like one animal more than another, but I've never trusted someone who says they hate cats. I think if someone is often unreasonable, it's a sign they lack empathy and have a hard time thinking about things unrelated to themselves. They are rude to servers in restaurants or to any employees in any capacity. They think people are beneath them because of their job or amount of money they have. They try to rationalize their behavior by blaming the past or circumstances outside of anyone's control. Being near religiously devoted to a political, economic, or a religious entity and believing them to be able to do no wrong. Hating cats. Cats are the definition of consent and patience. If you can't spend a little extra time to get to know an animal that has love that needs to be earned, then, I assume your love and understanding is conditional. As someone on the spectrum, I've noticed a lot of similarities to how people treat cats and autistic individuals. They take pride in being a nah. Bonus points if they ever say I don't have a filter. It's code for I'm an I and I don't care who I hurt, so prepare for offense. If you call me out, I'll try to gaslight you into thinking you're the problem. People who throw trash out in nature or on the street, are abusive to animals or kids, or just talk shit about others behind their backs, because that means they most likely to do the same about you. Fucking your friend's spouse, while continuing to pretend to be your friend and telling you that you're going to hell because you're not Christian. Being a dick to people they first meet, not being welcoming of new people, like when you tag along with a friend to meet their friends you don't know. It makes things awkward and, in my experience, makes them feel out of place. Also being horrible to waitstaff or those providing a service. How they treat animals, service workers, or their mom. Personality traits that I have noticed recently are people who have zero self-awareness, who are incapable of celebrating others, and those who always play the victim when they are actually the problem. They seem convinced they are a good person, or for example, that whatever they think do can't be wrong because they are doing God's will or because that's how they interpreted their religious book. Everyone talking about how they treat animals. What about how animals react around them? Your pet is unusually standoffish or aggressive towards them when they're around? Probably not a good person. Someone can always pretend to like your pets, but animals can usually see right through that. The need to constantly point out other people's shortcomings, genuine happiness when bad things happen to others or they see negative situations arising, and being cruel to animals. My biggest red flags that I just need to stay 100 feet away at all times after I beat their A, but that was ordered by the court, so whatever. How animals act around them, like if the animals run away from them, red flag. My dog does this and most of the time he's right. Those who change with the times and use people as steps on personal ladders of attainment of what they need and then discard them. Happiness is important to some people and they will abandon their loyalties to get it. People have deceitful hearts, commonly say whatever they need to and look for justifications to do whatever they want. It's some shit. Deal with the world accordingly. If there's somebody extremely close to you they know you're suffering mentally and emotionally and don't go out of their way to truly help you the way you know you would help them. A person who seems to claim to be your friend, but only talks in broad generalities and never lets you into their inner life. They tend to be hiding something. Had a friend like this, and eventually I heard rumors he was convicted on hoarding child pornography and had to register as a sex offender. Could not leave his city without permission of a probation officer. How they treat the people closest to them. How they treat disabled people, people who are different, and people who disagree with them. I observe how a person talks about other people behind their backs. Because that's how they talk about you, behind your back. Lots of good ones so far. Here's another. When they start every sentence with I want, I think, I said, etc., not just in a story or every now and then, but always. These people usually only care about themselves and will happily fuck over anyone to get what they want. When able-bodied people don't bring their carts back to the return or near the front of the store. Dead giveaway. Only being nice to people they find attractive, or treating people poorly based on superficial stuff like fashion. These questions are always circle jerks. Everybody walks away feeling smug about how they're not bad guys. It took me about 35 years, but I have come to the conclusion that just about every adult human being is a horrible person deep down. We just all justify our own brand of horribleness. If they willingly vote for politicians who are in favor of taking rights away from already disadvantaged groups of people. Like, how can you be in favor of mistreating people and vote for that? When Trump said he hates animals, dogs in particular, he's telling you everything you need to know about him. His telling phrase of "treated like a dog" tells you how he treats a dog, how aggressively someone reacts to the little things in life. How someone treats you is their karma. How you react is yours. When they get really upset if someone violates a societal rule or norm, but doesn't think it's a big deal when they do. Trust me, they will use the same logic in their relationships. When they pretend to be a close friend like family and take someone very important to you and your children behind your back while also gaslighting you when you feel like something is off. A manipulative snake through and through. Anyone who doesn't put their shopping cart back. I honestly think this is a good test to see what kind of person someone is. When you notice that your dog is getting bad vibes from someone. Dogs have that certain radar that picks up on negative people. Trust your dog better than a friend. Anyone who unironically says, "I just realized other people have feelings and are unique experiences," or literally thinks other people are NPCs or normies or basic or background characters. Like they genuinely believe the world revolves around them. When they carry around those brass knuckles with sharp points. Like pepper spray is a thing y'all know. They're rude for no reason, never take responsibility, and will go to any lengths to try to harm you. I met a girl online who said we were too pretty to work. We shouldn't have to try or chase men, and that ugly girls can chase guys and work. I realized then how stupid and horrible she was. She also is proud of herself for cheating on her BF with multiple men and is marrying him just for his money. Skull. When they gaslight you or manipulate you into questioning your reality, and then you react, and it seems as though you're the bad guy. The mind games aren't funny, just a sanity fuck. And if you're going to fuck around, best believe you will find out. One possible sign would be if they consistently exhibit manipulative or controlling behavior, disregarding the autonomy and well-being of others. Additionally, cruelty, callousness, and a lack of empathy are all red flags for someone with deep-seated negative traits. It's important to trust your instincts and set boundaries with individuals who display concerning behavior, extreme and constant selfishness in even the most trivial of things. When a serious issue arises, they are the first to backstab you. They only care about their own safety and well-being, even if it means throwing you under the bus. Zero tolerance for others' mistakes, but their mistakes can be laughed off or explained away. Also, I have a relative that does a lot of these behaviors listed and just reminded me why I avoid them. Someone who lies to other people in front of you, when you know the truth and they know you know the truth. Secondary narcissism. The sort of person who is always trying to impress everyone and who obsesses if someone doesn't like them. They can't validate themselves without other people's high praise of them. They don't have a whole lot of emotional depth, but they'll act like they know the answers to life's biggest questions. Basically, all of your most toxic exes. They are lying all the time. Never can keep stories straight. Makes promises they never keep. Make plans, then ghost you constantly. Act nice, then gossip about you. They ask you for money, then never pay it back. I witnessed my mother shoplifting from the gift shop of the non-profit that I work for. Last straw for me after decades of shitty behavior on her part. Haven't spoken to her in 4 years and my mental health is better for it. They don't like dogs or cats. It's their way, or you're racist, homophobic, or transphobic. They can't accept the truth. They're only concerned with what's happening to them. They have deep-seated hate for anything they think is wrong. My dad taught me the asshole rule when I was a kid. If you have a 5-minute conversation with someone and they don't ask a single question about you, they are an asshole. Voting Democrat or voting for the Republican establishment. Basically all warmongers that like to see people die, speaking to their mom like they're a spoiled 12-year-old. My ex did this on the phone with her the first time I met him, and I knew I wanted nothing to do with this man-child, but instead sucked up 2 years of being abused by his narcissist arse. They vote for people despite their own self-interest, specifically to screw over another group of people. Managers with a negative comment for everyone that crosses their path. Everyone is stupid except for them. Giant, customized trucks with twin monster exhaust pipes coming out the top, pumping out black smoke with a big fat decal Prius Destroyer and FJB on their rear windows. I'm sure most Americans can figure out what region of the US I am talking about. He's probably some old guy. Old guys are horrible people. At least I am. Don't reply to this because I don't give a crap what you think. Being a Republican. Political joking aside, someone who is quick to toss out human rights like loving who you want to, or being who you want to, because it makes them uncomfortable. Serious one for me is how they treat people such as waiters or employees in stores. If they are super nice to you but an absolute terror to those kind of people, they aren't really nice people, they just like you is all. Especially if they have zero problem saying horrible things to their face and behind their back. How they treat animals and children. People that treat the weak and defenseless horribly. Also if they like jazz music. How they treat servers, service people, homeless and anyone they deem below them, animals, and anyone else when they think no one is looking.